Whitecaps there at that point, but better in possession, wasn't it? I mean, showing a lot of confidence, the Whitecaps there, the last little couple of sequences that we've had.
Kubas turns neatly in the middle of the park to Gauld, back to Kubas. Some immediate pressure, lifts it over the top for Ryan Gauld, does well to keep it in, and does well to get a throw in as Samir just cleared it away from Pedro Vite. Gauld thought about throwing it for a second. We'll leave it for Matias Laborda.
Yeah, it was good by Ryan Gauld and Pedro Vite down this right-hand side. Both left-footed players popping over on the right-hand side of the pitch here, but that was good. Ends it, you know, the Whitecaps have managed to take a wee bit of the sting out of the Tigres attack, and in doing so, we've now come back into the game here in the second half. So a really good spell for the Whitecaps the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Throw coming here from Laborda. He sends it into the box. Blackman tries to help it along and just watched it go by. Sent forward towards Kubas, who volleys it to Laborda. Plays it back to Berhalter. He'll go back to his keeper, Takaoka. Wants to immediately send it to the far side, does to Raposo.
Great pass.
The Canadian thanks the Japanese keeper for that early service. Raposo carries forward. Inside for Schopf. Turns, surveys his options, and plays it back to Raposo on the far side. Gets onto his favorite right before playing it back inside for Schopf. Picks out Vite. Now Gauld. Raposo again on the far side. Gauld again. A bit more space now for the Vancouver Whitecaps. As the press is starting to slow down a little bit from Tigres. Michael Veselinovic carries forward, looks for someone to lay it off to. Eventually to Laborda. That's a hard challenge. It goes down, and free kick coming, and a card as well for the Tigres player. It's Lainez who sees yellow.
Yeah, correct decision again by the referee, who's had a good game here tonight. Actually, he's tried to let the teams play, but once again, correct decision. A wee bit under hit by the pass from Branko Veselinovic there, and it just puts Laborda in a wee bit of trouble there with a slight challenge coming in from the Tigres fullback there.
1-1 in the 66th minute. Free kick coming for the Vancouver Whitecaps just to the left of Guzman's goal. Whitecaps have 4 or 5 blue shirts in the box.
In fact, I stand corrected there, Asa. It wasn't the left back, it was Lainez.
It was Lainez.
Lainez, sorry, the left winger for Tigres. See Sergio Cordova, looks like he's about to come on here.
You're getting some instruction from Vanni Sartini. Won't be coming in for this free kick. Gauld sends it in, back post. Blackman, back across goal. And a foul on the play, a free kick coming for Tigres.
What a great ball from Ryan Gauld. He's played that in. He's absolutely hammered it into the 18-yard box. And it bypassed the goalkeeper as well on this cross. But obviously Tristan Blackman, there's got to be a push at the back post area, unfortunately. But a great delivery from Ryan Gauld.
Blackman probably wondering, Gignac did it, why can't I? And Sebastian Berhalter coming out of this match for Sergio Cordova.
So Laborda now moves to the right back slot. Looks like the Whitecaps have gone into a straight back four here at this moment in time.
Yeah, almost looking like a
4-4-2. Yes, at this moment. Certainly defensively, Asa, that certainly looks the way. With Cordova and Brian White up front. Ryan Gauld gone to wide on the left-hand side. Pedro Vite wide on the right-hand side.
Tigres still on it. Diego Lainez plays inside for Carioca. Met immediately by Kubas, so Carioca has to go back to Pizarro, and they'll try the other side, the right side of the Tigres attack. That's a deep ball. Carioca chucks it down nicely, laid off to the far side there for Quinones. Quinones continues forward. Try to get the return pass. It's Raposo. He sends it down the line.
Well done, Ryan Raposo. Did very well there. Just clipped the ball. Keeps it in play, and the ball's back at the halfway line. But that's good defending by the Vancouver Whitecaps.
1-1, 68th minute of this match. Tigres controlling play for the moment. Whitecaps have settled into this game in the second half, though. Lainez now, or rather Cordova, up ahead to Lainez and looking to get it back. Has it now. As Cordova sends one in, driven low. Blackman heads it away. Back Veselinovic trying to find Vite. Sends it down the line for Sergio Cordova. And he tries to send it right across to Brian White. Cordova could have kept that himself.
Yeah, so do I. He had the beating of the big centre back there, didn't he, Asa?
That could be one to watch. Caps have it once again. Gold now. Cordova right at the edge of the 18. Brian White joins him at the edge of the 18.
So there's
Gold
that.
elects to go back instead.
Sorry, Asa. There's that threat that we have over the top, that pace that Vanny wanted to use the last half hour of the game here. So he's a little bit less than that to go here with the second half. But Sergio Cordova off to a good start.
Well, it's a nice ball for a shot. Can he keep it in? He does. Centering pass cleared away by Tigres. They're so calm on the ball. No panic when they have it. Defenders, midfielders. Carioca had it. Has it again.
That's good football, isn't it?
Put inside for Linus. Playing on a yellow card. Just showing it moments ago. Continues to carry across the park and then plays it to the far side. Gets it back. Clever 1-2 there. Carrieron. Played square. Lifted over to the near side now. For Cordova. To Gignac. Back to Cordova. Played back to Carioca. Carrieron on the near side. Gignac rather. Far post. And caught cleanly by Takaoka.
Great goalkeeping again under a bit of pressure there, Takaoka. Just looking at Alessandro Schopf, certainly looking tired now, Asa. Definitely looking tired. Same with Pedro Vite, a wee bit tired as well. So there's a couple of substitutions we could be looking at here over the next little while, because we can't afford lads to be tired here at this stage. It hasn't as if they've been playing poorly by any stretch of the imagination. Every player has put in a heck of a shift here for the Whitecaps, but we need to keep the pace. We need to keep the freshness in the legs as much as possible.
And Tigres looking to make some substitutions as well. Fresh legs coming in for Tigres. We'll have to wait for the moment. Caps have the ball. Sent down the line towards Cordova, and he's pushed off the ball there. And then Samir goes down after the challenge from Cordova. That's a good matchup to watch, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Both big guys, the big centre back Samir and Sergio Cordova going at it there. And it's a good old-fashioned tussle there, isn't it, between the two players? There wasn't much in it. Cordova, obviously, but he's trying to get back goal side, and in doing so, he's challenged or just made contact with Samir, the centre back for Tigres, and in doing so, brings him down.
Yeah, like Samir knows, he's got to keep him as close as possible by any means.
Absolutely.
So he's got arms all around him as he gets away with it. Quinones coming out. Ibanez coming in for Tigres.
Yeah. The second half hasn't let us down here either, Asa, has it? It's been
an entertaining,
very entertaining game of football.
Linus coming out as well. Ordonez coming in for Tigres. Some fresh legs for Tigres. We're going to make a difference. Cordova came in for Tigres and made an impact as a halftime substitute for Vigon. Let's see if these players can have a similar impact. A foul here as Samir is brought down again. And a free kick taken quickly. Played ahead. Lifted in towards the back post and headed away by Blackman. Kubas and Schopf do just enough and actually win a free kick for the Whitecaps and a chance to slow things down here for the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. It's and the Whitecaps subs are all up, warming up again here. So I'm sure that we may see one or two substitutions more in this last, what have we got, 15, 18 minutes to go here, Asa. Oh, bad ball.
That's a poor pass, a turnover, and a chance as it's driven across goal. Well dealt with by Laborda. Tracked back and just cleared that one away. Out for a throw-in on the far side for Tigres.
Does well there, Laborda. He recognises the danger, gets back in, goal side. It was a terrible ball from Ranko Veselinovic from the free kick. He played it square and lost it right away. Have to be careful of that. Anything we play across our back four now, we have to be very, very careful that there's no players to intercept these passes. We've got to be safe and clean in possession.
Played back by Tigres. And it's Ordonez with it now. He goes back to his keeper. Guzman still with it. Just lays it off for Samir. He'll walk it forward. Cordova and Brian White, the two strikers for the Caps. Closest ones to it. Played ahead for Carioca, and now to the far side for Pizarro. He'll carry it forward.
You know, I'd love to see the statistics on the running that both Sebastian Berhalter has made in the first half as well as Andres Cubas. I just think the work rate that this young lad does in the middle of the park for the Whitecaps is incredible, absolutely incredible.
Almost everybody for the Vancouver Whitecaps, though, gets the same for Ryan Raposo. Just think back to that moment where he cleared off the line. Cubas will win that ball back for the Caps. And foul here, free kick for the Vancouver Whitecaps, just on their own side of half. Alessandro Schopf is brought down. Taking his case to the referee. Did get the foul, though, to get the free kick taken by Cubas. Played along to Blackman. Sent forward for Ryan Gauld. He's got it into the attacking third now. It's gone out for a Tigres throw.
I'm seeing Ali Ahmed getting ready to come on. It looks like Asa, possibly Russell Tybert as well.
Two substitutions so far for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Laborda coming in for Javane Brown and Cordova coming in for Berhalter. Laborda has it now. Cordova ahead of him, tries to pick him out. Didn't have the best angle to find his striker.
That pass has to be perfect, Asa there. Not a good decision. Good run by Sergio Cordova.
Good job by Laborda to stop that pass along the line by Gignac. It's gone up for a Tigres throw. 13,700 in attendance here at BC Place. Good crowd.
Yes.
Good atmosphere, good environment. A great match as well. 1-1, 75th minute of this one. Pedro Vite scoring in the first half. Well, that's a poor pass. Tried to swing it out to the far side. Ambitious effort. So Gauld has it in the middle of the park. Plays to Raposo on the far side. We'll go back to Blackman. And out to the near side for Laborda. Carries forward. Brian White, one of the closest man to that pass from Laborda. Fell to the arms of Guzman. He rolls it out, and immediately Tigres can maybe strike on the counter here as this game is starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
But at the same time, neither side really wanted to overexert themselves either. So kind of pick their spots, pick their moments in this game. Long diagonal over the head of Laborda. Brought down by Ordonez. Onto his left, sends one in, headed away by Blackman.
Yeah, and Tristan Blackman, he does the right thing. I mean, I know it's going to go into the goalkeeper's hands, but Tristan Blackman, until he gets the shout from the goalkeeper, the Whitecaps keeper, he's got to deal with the football, Asa. So he's done the right thing by heading it clear for a throw-in.
Tigres throw taken quickly. Still in possession here. Tigres like to have the ball. And they like to keep it. They've got it right now. Carioca with it. Sent one forward. A couple of players tangle up. Referee doesn't see enough for a foul or a free kick, so just waits for play to continue. Takaoka will roll it out to Tristan Blackman. Caps will start their attack. A higher press here coming from Tigres. Cubas in the middle of the park. Thought about playing it back. He might have turned it over. He has. And a free kick. He's brought down on the play.
I don't like that pass from Takaoka to start away with, Asa, because the team is not set up for that. I mean, I mentioned it this past couple of weeks with the camps out in Abbotsford with the kids. Sometimes the goalkeepers will get in the football and then playing it in straight away. That was exactly the case there. The team itself wasn't set up for Takaoka to play the ball.
Immediately under pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. The Tigres players recognize that and they go and press the lads there. So that may have been a chance just to, again, just assess things. If it's not on, let's go forward and put them under pressure up at the other end.
Brought down neatly on the far touchline by Ryan Raposo. He's having a great game.
Yes, he is.
Laid it off for Cubas. Raposo gets it back now. Back inside for Cubas. Send one forward for Ryan Gauld. He brings it down. Sends an early one in. Back post. Cordova's there, but so is the keeper Guzman, who catches it. Rolls it out.
It was a good catch by the big goalkeeper. He had to get there because Cordova was directly behind him, just in line with that, waiting for the cross to drop from Ryan Gauld on the left.
Tigres carrying and attacking that right side now. Right side of their attack. It's sent forward towards this near side. Headed away, and a chance with the Whitecaps having numbers ahead here to counter. Laborda carries forward. Has Cordova next to him, plays it to him, continues his run, gets it back. Nobody in the box for the moment. Now it's sent in, helped along. Ryan Gold lays it back to Schupp onto his right. Great save by Guzman.
Great build-up by the Whitecaps there. Finished up with a terrific strike on goal from Alessandro Schupp and a good save by the big goalkeeper for Tigres.
And now Tigres on the attack. It's Ibanez holding up play for the moment. This is open right up. Massive gap between the defenders and forwards, and swung out to the far side. Sent to the back post, cleared away by Ranko Veselinovic, and now Schupp has it again. He just had that shot that was parried away by Guzman. Schupp has it once again out, does well to shield off his man. He's brought down. Free kick coming for the Caps. Thought about taking it quickly. Instead, he'll just walk past it, slow things down for Vancouver. And the Whitecaps can make a couple substitutions here.
Yeah, so Alessandro Schupp looks like he's coming off, and Russell Tybert going in there. It's I think probably a straight swap there at that point. Ryan Gold coming off for Ali Ahmed. So Gold looking tired again, to be fair to him. But these two substitutions, they're going to give us lots of energy for sure. Ali Ahmed is going to be the attacking threat, I would imagine. Russell Tybert to give the energy in the middle of the park there. But Alessandro Schupp and Ryan Gold both had terrific games tonight. Goldie was a wee bit off in terms of his final ball at times, Asa, but easily the best performance I've seen Alessandro Schupp in possession of the football.
Raposo's coming over to take this free kick. Vite standing next to him as well. And referee gesturing that they've got to move it back a little bit. They have done so. And Tigres, a couple of players looking to come into this game as well.
Yeah, so this will be their final substitution, won't it, for Tigres?
We're in the 81st minute, 1-1 between Tigres and the Vancouver Whitecaps. Raposo sends it in right around the penalty spot. And it takes a deflection, goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, and in
Whitecaps
so,
player down, Tristan Blackman now down inside the box, clutching his face.
May have got a wee wrap in the chops there, but and it's okay. He's counting his teeth. At least he has some. I don't have many left, Asa, at this stage.
Today's broadcast presented by Play Now Sports. It's BC's only safe, secure, and regulated betting site. Know your limit. Play within it. Must be 19 plus. 1-1 between the Vancouver Whitecaps and Tigres. Substitutions coming for Tigres here. A double substitution.
Of course, you start to think about the possibility of penalties here as well, Lisa, don't you? I mean, we're into the last 10 minutes of the game here. There's still, I'm sure, a bit of extra time to be played. So arguably 12, 14 minutes left here, maximum. So you consider everything at this stage of the game here.
Aquino coming out. Garza coming in. Jesus Garza.
Yeah, it's
82nd minute of this match, yeah.
At the tempo, I mean, you actually felt for the lads a wee bit here because it has been up and down here all night long. It's been a great game of football. I mean, two teams trying to win the game, and what an experience. It's been wonderful, absolutely wonderful occasion.
Tigres on it once again. They've enjoyed more possession throughout this game through the first 82 minutes that we've played. 1-1 in the stat that matters. Ordonez with it, played inside. Cordova, and swung out to the far side now. Pizarro. Pizarro again. That's pressing a little bit more here. Ali Ahmed chasing Pizarro, forcing it back all the way to his keeper, Guzman.
So Ali Ahmed has gone to the left-hand side there for the Whitecaps, replacing Ryan Gold in that wide left area. And, of course, Russell Tybert slotted into the central midfield area.
Good challenge there, 50-50. Cordova has it now for the Whitecaps. Loses out, though.
Yeah, got to be better than that, Cordova in possession.
Laborda did well in that challenge to win it back
yeah.
for the moment for the Caps. But turned over again, Tigres. Dictating the pace, play down the line now for Cordova for Tigres. Sent into the box, back post. Headed away. Just flicked on by Raposo out the other side.
Yeah, as you said, Asa, he's had a terrific game of football, and it's a shame the wee man hasn't scored the winner here, because he'll look back at that. What a great chance it was for the Whitecaps.
Good one. Tigres. Pass by Cordova, intercepted by Vite. He's got 3 yellow shirts around him, though.
Oh, ref.
And he's brought down.
I could see
that was a tough one, though, because I don't know if he was going to come out of it.
Yeah,
he's brought down. Free kick coming for the Vancouver Whitecaps.
Yeah, Vanny's having a go at the 4th official there, because Pedro Vite was surrounded by 3 Tigres jerseys there, and all players sort of collided, and it was a free kick, and all of a sudden the wee man popped up with the ball at his feet, and if he'd have been allowed to play on, it would have been an absolute stroke of genius.
84th minute. Vite standing over the free kick after drawing the foul. Whitecaps set up right on the penalty spot. He'd sent in towards back post. Blackman was a nearest one, but an easy catch for Guzman in the end.
Yeah, it's a shame, because that's a golden opportunity for the Whitecaps to get on the end of something there, Asa. And unfortunately, it was a floated ball, and it's when your goalkeeper's the size of the Tigres goalkeeper, that's just picking cherries, isn't it?
Tigres controlling play. Samir has it. Weighing his options. Moves it off now to the near side for Ordonez. Carries forward. Down the line, but Ratko Veselinovic will win that race and sends it forward for Vite. Nice pass.
Great pass.
Vite is able to turn. Tries to pick out Cordova. Can't. That was another one where the pass had to be perfect.
Yeah. There's no need for Vite to play that one there. I can see what he's trying to do. Cordova's made a good run in behind the back 4, but he's not even ready to play the pass. So it's a giveaway, a needless giveaway for the Whitecaps again.
Just trying to win it back. Ali Ahmed gets a touch on it, but it's gone out for a throw-in on the far side. Love to see Ali Ahmed on the ball. He hasn't really had it at his feet yet since entering the match as a substitute. Tigres looking to attack that right side. The pass a little too heavy out for a throw. Whitecaps take their time with this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see, you're right, Ace. I'd love to see him in that 1v1 situation in that wide area, especially coming on with fresh legs.
Throwing down the line. And kept in on that far side by Tigres players, but a centering pass off the mark, and Vite has it. Overlapping run from Laborda. Vite cuts inside instead. Played centrally for Brian White. Poked away. Ali Ahmed keeps it in.
Yeah, it does well there. Again, Laborda, great. Pedro Vite, terrific again in possession of the ball there.
Laborda has it on the near touchline. That pass off the mark, though. Cordova does well to win it back for the Caps, and shimmies past one. Played ahead for Brian White. Works hard to keep possession. White has it again, just outside the 18. Played back to Vite. Sent in. Easily headed away. The Tigres defender. Now Kubas has it, middle of the park. Poor pass there. It does well, does Russell Tybert. He's gone down. Referee allowing play to continue as it fell to the foot of Tristan Blackman.
Good advantage played by the referee there. It was a free kick on Russell Tybert, and the referee waves play on. The Whitecaps are in good, safe possession.
It's starting to feel like penalties here.
It certainly is, isn't it?
Vite has it. The goal scorer for the Caps. Shielding off his man. He's brought down, and the lose is out. Chance for Tigres here with Vite still picking himself up off the turf. Play down the line. A couple of Tigres players there as options. Whitecaps tracking back. It's Cordova, Sebastian Cordova, onto his right. Played to the top of the box. Back to Cordova, just inside the 18, clipped in. Blackman sees it the whole way, heads it away. Ali Ahmed brings it down.
Here we go.
Gets past one. Here we go is right, Colin Ahmed. Over half. He's got 3 Whitecaps with him. Heavy touch, loses out. Good challenge in the end by the Tigres player.
Yeah, it's great defending by the Tigres player, but Ali Ahmed's the first one up for the second ball, and the Whitecaps win back possession of the game, possession of the football. Great stuff. I mean, I keep saying it, Asa, but both teams deserve an enormous amount of credit. They've given us a cracking game of football.
Yeah, just under 14,000 in attendance, and must be enjoying every moment of this. For the Caps fans, for the Tigres supporters, for the neutrals, It's a great game of football, and a free kick coming for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Vitae brought down once again.
And words being said, the referee, of course, having a chat with Vanni Sartini. The fourth official has been at Vanni all night long here. He's just getting a wee bit heated on the sideline. Just has to pull the handbrake on here a little bit and maybe let Mike D'Agostino shout at the fourth official or the referee for a little change, take the pressure off of him.
Yeah.
You have to swap the roles, don't you,
Right.
at times? Let Mike D'Agostino be the bad guy and Vanni have a seat for a wee while.
I don't think Vanni can have a seat. He's pacing right now.
No, he's on his second pair of trainers again tonight.
Free kick coming for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Couple caps standing over it. Vitae and Raposo. Looks like Raposo will send this one in, though. And elsewhere towards the back post. That's right around the penalty spot, headed away. Doesn't clear the first man. Gets it down. They've got to get on. The chance here is, the Tigres players just bomb forward when they get these opportunities. The Caps have to be alert and track back. They are doing so. Ahmed getting behind the ball. Played centrally here for Sebastian Cordova.
Brilliant.
Kubas does well to win it back. And the other challenge as well. So strong volley back towards Veselinovic. Heads it away.
Fantastic from Kubas, wasn't it? The whole crowd was willing him into that challenge there.
Pizarro in an advanced role here. Center pass is blocked. Cordova has it now for the Caps. Carries over center. Long diagonal. This man doesn't quite get there, but this might fall for Brian White. It does. It's on his left. Thought about hitting it early. Cuts onto his right instead. Just outside the 18. He's ushered out of the 18. He comes all the way back to Vitae now.
Does well to at least keep the Whitecaps going here, Asa, doesn't he, Brian White?
Aliame just outside the 18. Enters it now. Nice ball ahead. Raposo across goal. Yeah. A volley cleared away by Pizarro. Great bit of defending there.
Offside. I think I know the roof is open here. I think the roof would have come off there if the Whitecaps had scored. Great run forward. It just shows you how dangerous Ali Ahmed is, doesn't it? I mean, it's a great run forward. Ryan Raposo, the weight of the pass from Ali Ahmed is perfect because it's enough to pull the goalkeeper out towards the ball. And it's a great little cutback from Ryan Raposo. But unfortunately, he just ran a wee split second too quickly into the offside position. But great build-up down the left-hand side with the two young Canadians.
We're into added time now, stoppage time. 3 minutes minimum. Almost played a minute of it already.
I don't think the Whitecaps are going to make any more substitutions, Asa. It looks like the lads that are on the pitch here at the moment are the ones, if we go to penalties, are the ones that will be taking the penalties.
Tigres, long ball forward. Headed away or up in the air by Laporta, then volleyed away. And now it finds its way to Ali Ahmed. Steps over half, carries forward. It's got a bit of space ahead of him. 3 Whitecaps with him in the attack. Cuts onto his right. Played inside for Brian White. Back to Vitae. Overlapping run from Laporta. Lifted into the area. Headed away. Raposo brings it down. Now Kubas from distance. Blocked. And Guzman hustling to keep that one in. Does. It would have deflected. It would have gone out for a corner kick. Alert goalkeeping from the 37-year-old.
Some tired legs, I tell you. It's been end-to-end stuff. And the big goalkeeper again, Cordova, showed a bit of Guzman showed a bit of pace there, didn't he, to keep the ball in. Good little sequence of play. Wonderful first touch again from Ryan Raposo, keeping the play going in the attacking side of things.
This Tigres side bookended by 37-year-olds, the keeper and then Gignac. They've both played important roles in this game. And they've just got experience sprinkled throughout. Ali Ahmed shielding his man and actually wins a free kick for the Vancouver Whitecaps.
Yeah, well done, young Ali Ahmed. Again, he's come on and he's been the player that we expected, Asa, isn't it? And once this young lad, he's set himself a standard here that the supporters, when the kid gets the football, they actually want him to run forward with the ball because he's so dangerous and so consistent, and he's a real attacking threat. Great stuff from Ali Ahmed since he's come on.
It's got about 15 seconds left in this game. We'll see if they can get Ali Ahmed on it once again. Takaoka has it right now. He's going to walk it out of his 18 and then launch it forward, and that'll do it. Full-time whistle goes 1-1 through 90 minutes here at BC Place, and we're going to the spot. Penalties to decide a winner here in the knockout round of the Leagues Cup.
Going to penalties again. Great advert for the Leagues Cup. Asa, two teams going heck for leather at each other for 90 minutes, and they deserve a lot of credit, both sets of players and the supporters, who have definitely contributed to a wonderful atmosphere here in BC Place. I just again hope the announcement's gone out that the fans stay in their seats, or at least go for a wee tinkle and come back to their seats, because goodness me, we're on to penalties here.
It should be an exciting one. You're right, because quite a few fans are starting to make their way out. Hopefully it's just a bathroom break and they understand that we are going to penalties here.
Yes, absolutely. It happened the last time, Asa, and then they made the announcement. All of a sudden you saw the crowd coming back in. But this, I think they're a wee bit more aware of what's going on. I think it may be a wee tinkle break.
Well, we were treated to a couple beautiful goals. First in the 9th minute from Pedro Vite, a chest and volley into the top corner, and then the beautiful bike from Gignac in the second half. And that's where we stand, 1-1 at full time. We'll pick a winner from the spot.
It was the type of game I thought it would be, Asa, with, of course, the Mexican side having a fair bit of possession, and the Whitecaps having to be the spoilers, the defenders, if you like, and then trying to play on the counter-attack. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's teams that have been hugely successful doing that. And sometimes you have to hold your hands up when you're playing against a quality opposition. So the Whitecaps have played exactly the way we expected them to play here tonight. I think they deserve so much credit. I just hope we can get a result here now, because goodness me, we'll be back here on Tuesday night, I think it is. If results go for us elsewhere, it'd be wonderful to see if we can get this place packed out.
Yeah, the other result that would have to go the Whitecaps' way, if the Whitecaps do win, is if Monterey defeats Portland. And right now, Monterey leading in the 76th minute of the match, 1-0 over Portland. But first things first, the Whitecaps have to keep their Leagues Cup quest alive by defeating Tigres in penalties.
I mean, the last game here with Leon, I think it was 16-15, if I'm not mistaken, Asa. It was incredible calling it that night, because there were some great penalties, has to be said, but there was some saves that from both goalkeepers, or from some of the goals, we thought the goalkeepers could have saved them. Yeah. There was a couple of chances. I mean, we're absolutely perfect up here. I've never missed a penalty kicker. I've never let one pass me. Even when I've gone in goals, standing up here in the booth.
We didn't ask Vanley about this earlier, but I'm always curious about these situations. If they felt maybe Isaac Boehmer might have been better in penalties, and you keep that substitution. You've seen it at various levels where they make that goalkeeper substitution to stop penalties. And nothing against Yohei Takaoka, but some goalkeepers are just specialists when it comes to penalties, intimidating figures. I mean, Yohei Takaoka has stopped one in a game as well, so yeah, he's got the ability.
Interesting choice. It looks like the penalties may be taken to our left, Asa, as we're looking at it, which is the opposite side of the Southsiders and the Rain City Brigade there. So obviously the Tigres team won the toss there, I would imagine. They've recognised that the Whitecaps' biggest support, if you like, or noisiest end of the support is based at the west end, or sorry, the south side, and with the Southsiders and the Rain City Brigade.
Well, Caps fans are making their way that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Why not? But I've got to say that the Tigres supporters, the Mexican supporters that have been here tonight, have certainly contributed to a wonderful atmosphere, as have our Vancouver Whitecaps supporters. Been very noisy all night long. It's been great.
Yeah, this should be exciting, entertaining stuff. We'll keep it posted on the Monterey results. There actually is a final here. 1-0 Monterey defeating Portland. So if Whitecaps win here, they will host the game on Tuesday here at BC Place against Monterey. Yeah. Added incentive there, Colin.
Absolutely. Another home tie against the top Mexican side. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful for the club. Wee job of work to do here now.
Great atmosphere here. Just under 14,000 in attendance for this knockout round game of the Leagues Cup. First year of this competition. Fanny Sartini has said that he loves it. He loves the fact that he's able to try different tactics, different players, and cup competitions are always fun.
Yeah, are they ever?
Players love it, love playing for something.
Oh, I hope we can get a result here. This would be fantastic for us in the club. It would be absolutely brilliant. Just the exposure playing clubs at this level. I mean, it's great for the young lads that are in the squad as well. The education, the whole atmosphere. It's wonderful. You can hear it. Terrific.
Can you ever? Well, they say you get your best taker forward first, and it is Gignac for Tigres to open the shootout. Yohei Takaoka standing, hands on his hips, in the goal for the Vancouver Whitecaps. The Whitecaps players, the 10 on the pitch that ended regulation, are standing right at half.
The referee is making the camera crew get off the field there because they're standing to the right of the Tigres players there. So that's they're actually making them get fully off the field here. So very interesting. Only the players should be on there, of course. That's FIFA rules.
Well, the interesting thing about that is that Gignac walked up ready to take his kick, and now he's had to wait. We've seen this when penalties happen in regulation play. They try to delay it, make the kicker think about it a little bit longer.
Sure.
Whitecaps didn't have anything to do with this one, but he's been forced to think about this one a little bit longer. Now he steps up to takes his stance. Referee blows his whistle. Gignac up, slaughtered it home. He never doubted it for a moment.
No,
the Frenchman.
It would have taken 3 goalkeepers to save that one. The way he hit that one to Takaoka's right, he is an absolute bullet past him at that stage. It's a well-taken free kick, and you would expect that from a player of his quality, although Takaoka did guess the right way, and if he's going to keep going the right way, he's got a chance of saving him, hasn't
he? Pedro Vite up to take for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Guzman in goal. Argentine for Tigres. It's an intimidating figure, I'm sure, to go up against.
I'm telling you, when you go up to the goal there, Asa, and you're at the penalty spot, and you've got a jolly green giant in goal there, you don't see much of the goal, believe it or not.
Whistle goes. Vite, the left boot, slots it home finish. Beautifully.
Good finish.
Bottom right corner as Vite looks at it.
And even the big goalkeeper, he applauds him as well. Big Guzman applauds him. It's a good finish. Guzman goes the right way, dives to his left, but it was just so well struck by Pedro Vite that he had no chance of saving it.
Well taken penalty by Vite. And we're dead even to the first 2. And now it is the substitute, Nicolas Ibanez. His right foot puts it away. Bottom left corner, past the outstretched arm of Yohei Takaoka.
Yeah, another well-taken penalty. It had to be because, again, Takaoka dove the correct way, dove to his right and wasn't far away from it, but just the sheer power of the penalty was enough to beat the Japanese goalkeeper for the Whitecaps to his right. So every penalty so far has been very, very well taken.
Well-taken penalty so far. Sergio Cordova, the next one for the Vancouver Whitecaps. He places the ball on the spot. And some mime work from the Argentine keeper, Guzman. Entertaining. Cordova steps up, puts it away. Do you like that?
Fantastic. It's very clever from the big goalkeeper, but what a great finish from Sergio Cordova. Showed a lot of composure, the big fella. He'll be delighted. He scored again for the Whitecaps. A lot of antics done by the big Tigres goalkeeper there, but not enough to throw this Whitecap striker off. Great finish from Sergio Cordova.
It really was. I got to say, the mime work was impressive.
It was excellent, wasn't it?
It was very good.
Absolutely fabulous it was. The big goalkeeper certainly looks a character, doesn't he?
It really is. Yohei Takaoka, a chance to stop a penalty here. This has gone. Left-footed effort slaughtered home comfortably in the end.
Yeah, another well-taken penalty.
3 for 3 from Tigres.
Yeah, Takaoka dives to his left and the ball slotted into his right-hand corner. A well-taken penalty. It's a left-footed strike as well from the Tigres player. So it's one of those. It just looks a bit awkward, doesn't it? When the left footer comes up, you're just not sure which direction it's going to go either. So it just looks a wee bit different.
It's Angulo converting that one for Tigres. Now Brian White steps up for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Let's see what sort of antics Guzman has for the American. Brian White puts it away, sends a keeper the wrong way.
Yeah, fantastic. Good penalty from Brian White. That's good to see that both strikers have scored for the Whitecaps again, regardless of it, being a penalty shootout. It's still a goal for the Whitecaps strikers. I'm pleased with that, Asa.
Now the pressure starts to mount, I feel like, after the first 2 or 3 kicks.
Absolutely, yes.
You start to feel it a little bit more here. Because if you miss now, it could end quickly.
Yes, absolutely. 2 penalties to go each team. Big pressure here now, big pressure.
Another left footer that Takaoka will have to deal with. A delay to take this one. And he sends Takaoka the wrong way.
Again, every penalty has been fantastic, hasn't it? Been real top quality, all 7 penalties that we've seen so far. Really top drawer.
As Ranko Veselinovic stepping up for the Vancouver Whitecaps here. He is the 4th penalty taker for the Whitecaps. Guzman, he's got some antics here. Now he's dusting himself off or something.
Yeah, well done, ref.
And he's shown a yellow card for his antics.
Yeah. Just there is a point where it's a bit disrespectful. And
sure. Ranko to take. And it's stopped by Guzman. Ranko thought he sent him the wrong way. And Guzman does well to just jump back and make that one-handed save right on the line.
Yeah, it's not a well-taken penalty. He keeps it along the ground, Ranko. He side-foots it, but he's also a bit clever. He tried to be just passing it into the bottom of the net.
That's a great save, though, Colin.
It's a good save, yes, but I don't think it's a well-taken penalty. It's a side foot, almost a pass. At that stage, Asa, you've got to put your foot through it at this level of football. And it's a good save for the big man, no question. For a big guy to get down as quickly as he has done. If Tigres score, they win. So a bit of pressure here on Takaoka, no question about it, to make the save.
That's right. This would do it. Tigres to take it. So Takaoka now taking his time to get position in goal. Carreron to take. He's placed it down. He's waiting. Whistle goes. Carreron steps up. And he's put it away. Well taken penalty. Tigres advance. 5-3 on penalties.
Well, the game doesn't care about you, Asa. It doesn't care about you. It's a disappointing. That's twice we've lost in penalties here, but 2 fantastic games of football. Take nothing away from the Whitecaps. They've contributed greatly here tonight. Deserve a lot of credit for the way the team has played, the way the team defended, even the way the team attacked. If we can take this sort of form into the MLS, remaining games for the season, we're in a good place, no question about it. Been 2 fantastic games. Even the game against LA Galaxy, that showed a lot of character to come back and win down there. And this performance here tonight against a top quality League MX side, it speaks volumes for the direction the Whitecaps are going.
Agree. All right, we'll break down this match in the Whitecaps FC post-match show right here on AM 730. It was 1-1 through regulation, and then Tigres winning on penalties. Stay with us.
Play Now Sports is proud to be the sports betting partner of the Vancouver Whitecaps. And we're also a proud partner of fans who sweat it out with scarves in the summer, who high-five a little too hard, and keep cheering even when you can't cheer anymore. So let's go, Whitecaps! Play Now Sports, official sports betting partner of the Vancouver Whitecaps. Sign up at playnow.com/Whitecaps. Know your limit, play within it. Must be 18 plus.
Picture your money. What's it doing? Imagine if it was being saved somewhere that not only profited you, but helped others too. Imagine if it was helping protect our planet, our people, and our communities. At Van City, it is. And all while helping you meet your banking needs. If you like what you're picturing, visit vancity.com/imagine and see how we're reimagining banking for the better.
This is AM 730, CKGO Vancouver, helping you get up and go. A Chorus Entertainment Company.
The Arts Club Theatre Company is celebrating 60 years on stage with a dazzling diamond anniversary season. With 12 shows across 3 stages, there's something for everyone to enjoy. The entertainment kicks off in September with the musical comedy Little Shop of Horrors at the flagship Stanley Industrial Alliance stage. Celebrate 60 years with the Arts Club. Check out the full lineup at artsclub.com. Single tickets and subscriptions are on sale now. That's artsclub.com.
A well-designed fire safety plan helps both occupants and first responders in coping with emergency situations. Get protected with Bartec. Bartec Fire Safety will develop a fire safety plan specifically for your strata or commercial property, ensuring both residents and first responders have the information they require. Serving Metro Vancouver for more than 40 years, you can trust the experts at Bartec. Get a free estimate at bartecfire.com. That's bartecfire.com.
Worried about pre-skin cancer, age spots, dark eye circles, birthmarks, rosacea, or skin lesions? Visit whiterocklaserclinic.com. Guaranteed results with 20 years in business. For a free consultation, call 604-535-8555 on George Street in White Rock.
Stay cool this summer and warm in the winter with Ashton Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. For a limited time, get up to $15,000 in rebates when you install a new York heat pump system. Heat pumps use less energy and help save you money. Plus, if you buy right now, you'll get a free 1-year annual tune-up package. With financing available, don't wait until it's too late and too hot. Visit callashton.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today.
At Ashton Service Group.
I'm Bob, the owner of Drain Rock Industries. If you have a wet basement, damp crawl space, musty odor, or soggy yard, we have a drainage solution for you. Call 604-582-7522 for your free estimate today. DrainRockIndustries.com.
It's full time. 90 minutes are in the books. This is the Vancouver Whitecaps Post-Match Show, presented by Play Now Sports. We want to hear from you. Call now, 604-280-9800. Now, with post-game analysis and a discussion with the head coach, here are Asa Raymond and Colin Miller.
Place it down, he's waiting, whistle goes. Leon steps up, and he's put it away. Well taken penalty. Tigres advance 5-3 on penalties. That's how it ended here at BC Place. Tigres probably the better side when you look at the whole 90 minutes and then penalties. Colin, would you think, I guess, a fair result here when it's all said and done?
When all said and done, yes, the Whitecaps had chances, 1 or 2 real positive breaks forward. Again, in particular in the first half, there was some real good counter-attacks by the Whitecaps. Second half, Tigres came into the game. They're chasing the game at that stage, 1 goal down. And the Whitecaps, at times, just struggled to get out of their own area. And it was the ball forward that was letting us down, because it would just be a clearance at times, or just a ball played loosely up to the front players, and it wasn't sticking. It wasn't giving the midfield a chance to get up to support or even go beyond at that stage, Asa. So the Whitecaps defended manfully here. It was a terrific effort defensively here against a good side.
No, that's a good point, because, you think back on the game, it took a moment of brilliance from Gignac, probably one of the best players, probably the best player on the pitch, especially when it comes to scoring goals. And that's what got them back in the game. Otherwise, the Whitecaps defended this one quite well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just texting there with my son Ryan, and he said Gignac, what a different class he was.
Exactly.
So it shows you the quality that the big fella has and has had for all of his career, the vast majority of his career. There's no doubt about it. And it took that moment of brilliance, and it was brilliance, wasn't it? The finish that the big guy scored with, but it just. I think it's been a terrific learning experience for the Whitecaps here. The feeling that you lose after penalties like that. I mean, that's two sickening blows that the Caps have had. But we've got to learn from this here that the whole experience, playing against Club Leon and Tigres, two very, very well-respected Mexican powerhouses, and the Whitecaps have more than raised the bar.
Both the penalties.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. I mean, over the 90 minutes, and with a bit of luck, we could have got something out of this tonight. The chance Ryan Raposo missed. I hate to keep bringing it up because he had such a good game here tonight for the Whitecaps, but that's the sickener. That's the game changer for me. That one there is a free header, and unfortunately, wee man just puts it past the left-hand post. But great ball in from Brian White. But overall, I mean, the work that the Whitecaps have put in here tonight, and they've had to do that, Asa. They've recognised. They're going, okay, wait a minute, we know what we're up against here. And that's why I asked Sarita Patel that question. What was the atmosphere like? What was the attitude like of the players? And it sounded like there was no fear. They respected the opposition. And I think that's important, that you show respect to the opposition all the time, but show no fear. You've got to have a go yourself. And I think the Whitecaps did the best they possibly could have done here tonight.
Yeah, they created some chances on the counter. The Alessandro Schaff had a good chance. It was a great save from Guzman at the end there. And in the penalties, I thought Guzman's save was incredible as well. I know you said maybe a poorly taken penalty by Ranko Veselinovic, but I thought he was trying to send him the wrong way and then pass it into the other side, which we've seen work for so many people. And Guzman kind of started to take like a half step or lean that way and maybe fooled the penalty taker and then made the fine save right on the line as well, getting enough on it.
It's the agility of the big fella. There's no, I mean, he must be 6'5", 6'6", I would think, the big goalkeeper, and to get down as quick as he did there, Asa, for sure. It's a terrific save, no question about it. I like to see a penalty being taken with the laces, and Ranko's, he's maybe not hit it as clean as he would like to have done it. He's kept it down low, and that's what they tell you. Keep when you're striking the ball against a goalkeeper, keep the ball down low, because it's difficult for them to save it at that stage. So, but it's a shame. I mean, the big fella's had a good game as well, so he can learn from this as well. It's a part of the learning curve, isn't it, for the club? But I tell you, if this is the direction the Caps are going, I'm delighted with it.
Yeah, it was a good performance, a very entertaining match as well, end to end. It really opened up. Hats off to Tigres to come into this environment and put on a good show. And Gignac put in a great goal as well. And we will talk to Coach Vanni Sartini, hear his thoughts on this game. Also be joined by Paul Dolindoli, the goalie. He'll join us in the Whitecaps FC post-match show in a little bit. Right now, let's get a traffic update from the AM 730 Traffic Center. Here's Ryan Bailey.
Over the Knight Street Bridge, they have overnight roadwork in effect. You've got lane closures both ways, and delays are pretty heavy here in both directions. I would recommend heading over to the Oak Street Bridge instead. There are reports of a problem at the Arthur Lang Bridge northbound. At the south end, you're very slow coming off of Grand McConaughey Way. That's backed up from all the ways over at Templeton. Also roadwork in Surrey, King George and 72nd, all directions affected. In the AM 730 Traffic Center, I'm Ryan Bailey.
Thanks, Ryan. Just going to look at the full-time stats here at BC Place in the match between the Vancouver Whitecaps and Tigres. Shots, the Whitecaps had 8 to Tigres' 7 on target. It was 3 for Tigres and 2 for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Possession, the edge going to Tigres is similar to pretty much the same as what it was at the break, 60% for Tigres to Vancouver's 40. And then the passes, 581 for Tigres, 391 for the Vancouver Whitecaps. We're just joined by Paul Dillon. The goalie had the call for Apple TV. Curious to get your thoughts on this match as a whole. Tigres looked strong. Whitecaps created chances on the counter. Did it play out the way you expected, Dolly?
I really enjoyed the game. I thought it was great. It's an occasion. And you love it that Tigres comes in hungry to win, showing their quality, showing their experience. You got Andre Pierre Gignac, 37 years old, French international, almost 200 goals.
Yeah.
He plays a full 90 to get to the penalty shootout. They're not here for a holiday.
No.
They want the pride, mostly, I think, more than anything. They want the winning money that they get as well. They're the third top spending team in Liga MX. They need to make it up where they can. There's 40 mil on the line here, by the way.
Yeah.
Each round that you progress. And the coach said to us before the game, too, he wanted to see his team get into the rhythm to get up to speed for the Liga MX season as well. But that experience, I think, shone through, particularly in the penalty kicks where they step up, convincing with every strike they had. How about the keeper at the end?
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. But he looks a character, Dolly.
Right character. The Mohawk. I love it.
Absolutely.
Your thoughts on the save? I thought it was a pretty good save as well. The difference in the penalties looked like everyone was slotting him home. What'd you think of the save by Guzman?
It's always easy to say in hindsight, but I did mention just that I thought there was a few nerves in the look of Ranko Veselinovic as he stepped up.
Hmm.
And because it wasn't hit hard enough or into the corner enough, the goalkeeper was leaning to his right, but had the time to recover and then just get that extra couple of inches he's got in his stretch versus Takaoka at 6 feet versus 6'3". That saved them. And he's got good experience, a goalkeeper as well. 24% save percentage coming in. Takaoka was 14%. So there's a little edge there. And I think, again, just that experience over a Veselinovic who's, just taken the penalty kicks in the prior game against Lyon really is the only time he's done it.
Yeah, absolutely. What did you think of Takaoka's performance overall, Dolly?
Well, I think he was pretty good. He made really clean saves. He held on to the ball.
Yes.
And we didn't see as much build-out from the Whitecaps. Right. I thought one of the things Vanni Sartini said to us that we would see a bit more when he got the ball. As soon as he did, they would look to get in behind the Tigres defense, and we didn't really see that happen. I think Tigres sussed it out, too. They had three in the back. They didn't send everyone forward, although they do like to send players forward in waves. They're a very fluid team. They're a beautiful team to watch. I like a lot of what the Liga MX teams do, where they're almost clockwork orange. Every player is involved in the attack. Every player is involved in the defense. And they're not afraid to get forward as well for fear of getting caught out the other way because they're so good at getting back and compact when need be. And then you've got a Guzman in goal who's so aggressive off his line to clear anything that did come over the top.
Quite. Were you surprised that have you seen Guzman play, the Tigres goalkeeper? Because I was blown away. I said on the air, Dolly, I said it's like watching Takaoka. We've been raving about Takaoka, how high he plays up the pitch. It was just a tall, bigger version of Takaoka at the other end for Tigres, wasn't it?
And I'd love to have gotten that green light as a goalkeeper as well. You know that Wayne Rooney's given that to Tyler Miller at DC United, and he's been caught out a little bit. But the way Guzman played it was to a T. Yeah. And Takaoka as well, the chance that he had where he came out. So it was a fun duel to watch between the two.
It was. I thought Gauld almost caught him on that one. That was interesting because he almost looked off the pass. Brian White running and maybe thought that he would be cheating off the line to cover the pass to Brian White and almost cheekily chipped him from distance.
Yeah, and then off the kickoff as well. He tried to chip him.
Yeah, he struck it well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Well. Ryan Gauld's been great again tonight, and he's given everything he's got. He couldn't carry on anymore, poor guy. But the Whitecaps, valiant effort, you have to say. They did everything they could. I think they were legless at the end as well because of how much they've committed to it. And a couple of players coming in who hadn't played in a while, Javane Brown, Matthias Laborda, he came in and did okay, I thought. But no one really came on to change the game. Cordova comes on, does okay, I think. Didn't really create anything, but held the ball up a couple of times. So they got good involvement from the players who did come on. But it's going to be difficult to beat this quality of a team who has to be considered maybe the number one favorite. Although the winner you'd think of Monterrey the Monterrey Derby, is it? Yeah. Monterrey won. Yeah, they beat Portland, so they'll play Tigres. So you've got two of the top three teams, both from that same city, vying to get into the round of 16 now.
Yeah, I'll probably ask Fanny this question as well, Dolly, but what do the Whitecaps take from this experience between Club Leon and Tigres in particular? The LA Galaxy, yes, that was a great result away from home, but against the Mexican sides, what do we take away from that? What do you think?
As much as anything else, you're right. They don't get necessarily the money, although qualifying for this stage, they did get some of that pot. But it's about this experience. It's about playing, as Vanni said, a giant of CONCACAF. He said this is like a Manchester United or Juventus of this region. They are a giant. And they're not a giant with stand-in players. 5 of these players played in the game in 2017.
Yeah.
They play on the Mexican national team, the French national team. They know each other like the back of their hands. And for the Whitecaps to go toe-to-toe with them, I think that experience is huge. And Club Leon, another team that's a reigning CONCACAF Champions League winner. So they got a tough draw in terms of the Mexican teams they played, and they played them very well.
Yeah, and I'm looking at I'm looking at the Whitecaps bench as well. The lads who didn't get on tonight with the young lads that are there that ticking along nicely in terms of their development here. Just to look and watch the quality. I'm not saying we sat back and admired Tigres as a team playing against them, but as a young guy, you're looking at the guy going, look at that first touch, look at that. And that's what you want to aspire to. You think you're a good player, and all of a sudden you see players at a different level. You go, well, wait a minute, I've got a wee bit to do here. And I'm thinking that's one of the things that if I'm a young player, I'm looking at that going, wow, I've got a wee bit of work to do here for sure. Because if that's the standard you want to try to get to, for sure. I also thought the crowd tonight was magnificent, really contributed to a great environment here.
Yeah, it was excellent. And anytime I think that a club of that size goes on the road, they get that support. They come out from almost anywhere. I don't know how many traveled from Mexico, or maybe just up the I-5 from Seattle, or, Mexican fans, Tigres fans who live in Vancouver, such a multicultural place that we live in. There's supporters of every team, it seems, and they really were loud and proud behind their team. But the Whitecap supporters were strong as well. And it meant that the game right from the kickoff had a bit of edge to it. And I really enjoyed that too. I think it's excellent for the young players to pick up on what they saw on the field and even from the whole environment, the atmosphere.
Yeah, and some young players rose to the occasion as well. I thought Ryan Raposo had a great game.
What a game he had.
Dialed in right from the opening whistle.
He did. I mean, the clearance off the line is the play of the game.
And then he's bombing forward right after that.
Yeah, he had the header just wide, and he really showed a good account of himself, I thought. And that's important in these situations as well, that when given the chance, Richie Laret and Sam Adekubi are coming in. His spot might be at jeopardy, but you're going to get your chance here, and he stood up to it and did well.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a bit of a, wait a minute, Vanny, you've still got me here. Don't forget about me. Yeah. So it's I was really pleased for Ryan Raposo tonight, because he's played quite a few games here for the Whitecaps, and he's not on too many occasions let the team down. I think this was probably his best performance. I actually thought it was Alessandro Schopp's best performance.
I said the same, and I agree with you. And again, it probably goes unnoticed by a lot of people, but the weight he puts on his passes means that the player receiving the ball needs to do no work. Because the ball's in the position in front of them to carry on with the move. And he blocked the passing lanes well. He was good defensively. He had the one shot that was saved, maybe just a little bit more power. That's the one thing you want, a little bit more, that final pass, that final finish. We saw him score the one goal in San Jose, but wouldn't have that been something if he could have scored a winner here in the dying moments?
Dolly, going back to your point about Tigres being this consistent, established side that continually produces in Mexico, do you feel like the Whitecaps are trending in that direction, especially with the players that they've signed to extensions now, retaining this core with Ranko Veselinovic, Kubas, Ryan Gold to keep him around, and then bringing in the Richie Lareas and Sam Adekubi? Do you think that they're trying to establish that core and that consistent play on the pitch?
There's a plan. There is an absolute plan, it seems, from Axel Schuster. He had to wait right till the last minute for some of his execution to come good, but he was able to do that, have a poker face right till the end to get both those players within $27,000 of the cap. Yeah. So the Whitecaps aren't afraid to spend. That's a myth, I think, from before, that Vancouver's not amongst the spenders. They want a winning team. They're doing what they can to win, not by going crazy on one high-priced designated player who might be a name, but by building a squad in positions of need. So Vanni Sartini would say that we need wingbacks if we're going to play with three in the back. What better wingbacks could you get than players who know the league, players who know this surface, who know the city, in Richie Laret and Sam Adekubi, and to be able to get both of them to fill a position that you lost with Julian Gressel going the other way, that was a big disappointment. Yeah. But to bounce back and continue to build, and what we're seeing coming through the MLX Next team, you know, the Ali Ahmeds and the Simon Betchers of the world, I like what I'm seeing from that perspective as well. Even JC Ngando, when he's played as one of the draft picks, the players are getting their chance, as we saw again maybe with a Raposo here tonight. Obviously, an Ali Ahmed, when he comes on, is always dangerous. So there's some depth that's being built as well, and I like that direction.
All right, I've got a question from John O'Flynn for you, Dolly. Was that one of the most entertaining, talented opposition goalies we'll ever see, or could you match such a character?
No, I couldn't match anything like that. I was boring guy standing on the line. I wouldn't do anything like that. But I love what I see. That's part of the game, right? They're trying to clamp down based on what Martinez, the Argentina goalie, did in the Copa America, and they don't want the keepers fooling around and doing the Jersey Dudek, Liverpool on the line of the Bruce Grobler wobbly legs from way back. That's fun. That's all part of the game. And I think it worked. What was he doing? The Marseille-Marceau, the
old mime thing.
Yeah, the old mime thing on the line. Then he pulled out the cotton candy and all sorts. Like he had the magic tricks going there, and it worked. He got the yellow card for his troubles, but I think he put off Veselinovic just much.
Enough,
and it wins him the game.
Yeah, that's the difference in it, right? Dolly, thank you so much. We're off for a little bit, but you've been doing great work with Apple TV, so I'm sure you've got a few games coming.
Well, I hope to continue. I've really enjoyed the Leagues Cup. It's been a lot of fun. So I hope to be on again soon. I guess it's 3 weeks now. We've got to wait until our next match.
August 20th, the next one. So
we'll see you guys then.
We'll get you then. Thanks so much,
Thanks, Dolly. Great
Dolly,
stuff.
the goalie, joining us in the Whitecaps FC post-match show. 1-1 through regulation, and then 5-3 Tigres take it in penalties. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we hope to hear from the coach of the Caps, Vanni Sartini. Stay with us.
This is AM 730, CKGO Vancouver. Go Whitecaps, a Course Entertainment Company.
On my first day driving with Uber, I was so nervous, but everyone I've ever driven has been super nice. I always meet amazing people, and I get to see new parts of my city. I love it. Uber, earn like a boss. Sign up to earn today at uber.com/boss.
I'm home.
Hi, honey. Surprise.
Smells like Abuela's chicken mole enchiladas. Tastes like Abuela's. But how?
Don Chendo Mexican Products has one of the most extensive catalogs in the Canadian market, specializing in providing Mexican products to restaurants and grocery stores nationwide. Visit them in Burnaby or North Vancouver and buy at wholesale prices in a retail setting. Taste the authenticity. DonChendo.com.
How much Sea Lovers fish and chips is all you can eat? Every day, anytime. All you can eat fish and chips at Sea Lovers plus bottomless pop, just $19.99 plus tax. Truly the best fish and chips in town. Find them at sea-lovers.com.
Do you know a charity or nonprofit deserving of the British Columbia Association of Broadcasters Humanitarian Award? One of the BCAB's goals is to promote and contribute to community-enhancing programs throughout BC. The BCAB provides a humanitarian award valued at over $1 million in public service advertising each year to a deserving nonprofit group. If you know of a worthy province-wide organization, visit bcab.ca and submit your application for review now. A message from the broadcasters of British Columbia.
When your truck and trailer need repair, who has the time to go to separate mechanical, wheel alignment, and body shops to get it fixed? The better choice? ATI Truck Repair. As an ICBC heavy collision shop, they do it all, including preventative maintenance, wheel alignments, liftgate, roll-up doors, and box repairs for medium to heavy truck and trailers. Contact ATI today, your one-stop fleet maintenance shop, accredited by the Better Business Bureau. ATITruckRepair.ca.
Cold floors and musty odors? Ugh! No thanks. A dry, insulated, usable crawl space? Yes, please.
Locally owned Basement Systems Vancouver is part of the HPCN, an approved contractor for the Clean BC Better Homes program, with available government grants, rebates, and even funding of up to 95% of the cost for insulated, cleaned, and pest-controlled crawl spaces.
For all things basement-y and crawl spaces, too, Basement Systems Vancouver gets rid of the ick, so you don't have to.
Basement Systems Vancouver. Visit bsv.ca.
When it's time to talk about drugs with your teen, do you need support? Do you have questions and wish you had more information? The Parent Support Hub at Drug Free Kids is there to help you with everything related to teen substance use. The Parent Support Hub is also a virtual safe space where parents receive advice and support. This free 24/7 service allows parents to chat online and even speak directly to a mental health counselor. For more details and support with your teen, Drug Free Kids Canada.
You're listening to the Whitecaps FC Post-Match Show, presented by Play Now Sports on the home of the Caps, AM 730. Once again, here are Asa Raymond and Colin Miller.
Yeah, welcome back to the Whitecaps FC post-match show on AM 730. The Whitecaps and Tigres playing to a 1-1 draw through regulation, and then it was Tigres advancing in the League's Cup 5-3 on penalties. We're joined now by Whitecaps coach Vanni Sartini. Vanni, disappointing way to bow out of the tournament, but overall there's some positives you can take from the League's Cup experience.
Yeah, for sure. The performance of the three games was very good. We go away undefeated, playing against the Champions League winner and the champion of the Clausura of the Liga MX, playing better than them, deserving to win. And if we have to be pissed for a penalty kick loss, better now than in the playoff, because we will make the playoff. You can write it down and you can play it on repeat a lot of time, because it's going to happen.
Hi, Vanni. I thought the Whitecaps deserved, I thought both teams deserved a lot of credit. It was a very, very entertaining game of football. The crowd contributed to a wonderful occasion here at BC Place. What are some of the pleasing things that you saw here tonight and against Club Leon, two very, very well-respected League MX sides? What can you take away from that and some of these young players that you've got in your squad?
Yeah, the way that we played, the organization. Today, the organization was top in both the system, both when we play 3-5-2 or 4-4-2. The guys that raised to the occasion, like JC Gando playing the two games in the qualification, and then the Ryan Raposo today.
Yes,
it's a way to, we signed two Canadian international to be a wingback, and the wingback that are here today, Sebastian and Ryan, they played like, they look like one an American international and one a Canadian international. So that's a way to respond and a way to really put everyone in, I would say, to say, hey, we're still here. The player, Pedro, played fantastically.
Yes.
That's and I'm happy. The game was very good and against a very good team, and I'm really happy. And again, at the end, unfortunately, they were very good. We knew that they were a very good technical team, and in fact, they shot 5 fantastic PKs, very hard to save, and you can miss 1 out of 4. It happened, a good save, and that's it.
You talked about the play of Ryan Raposo and the way he responded with the new signings coming in for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Does it make you proud to see these players put in the performance that they did today and throughout the season, really, Vanni?
Of course. Everyone is growing. Everyone is developing. Everyone is becoming a better player. So I'm really, 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 really happy that the way that we played. I'm proud. I told the team I'm proud of them. I'm proud of how we played. I'm proud. We are angry. We are disappointed because we deserve to win. And that is a pity.
Yeah. You mentioned how much you like the competition because you're able to try different things, try different players, get playing time for JC Ngano. Going into the next edition of the Leagues Cup, would you like to maybe see at a time, so extra time?
I don't know. Extra time is going to be hard if we do. I would like to see more game, more group game, maybe 3 games. And I'm going to make a joke. I'd like to have every time a Mexican referee because I'm very pissed about our referee. So that's the thing.
Vanni,
that's because it's a shame the way that we get treated on the field only because we are a smaller team. Every 50-50 for the other team every time.
Vanni, I thought tonight was a statement performance from Alessandro Schopp. I thought that was his best performance in a Whitecaps jersey here.
I don't know if it was his best performance, but he did very well.
Yeah.
The midfielders did very well. They killed Tigres midfield. So that's, guys, it's like we played much better than them. We kept the possession. We won the ball back. We were keeping the thing. And then at the end, since the game was becoming more and more stretched, I said, okay, let's put Rusty in. So we have Rusty and Andres and try with the wide players to attack. So that's the reason why we took him off. But he was very good.
And then it took a bit of brilliance to really break through with Gignac scoring. What you make of his performance in that goal? And
the goal, it's a foul. The goal, it's a foul against Javain. The goal, it's a foul in Javain. And the fact that hasn't been not even reviewed, it's a testament of the fact that the performance of the referees team was bad. And because they reviewed a handball that he wasn't there. They didn't review when Tristan went down on the cross and it was a clear penalty and it was another foul. So I am a little bit annoyed by the fact that every 50-50 is always against us. So that's the thing.
And you didn't get any explanation on that one in particular because you're right. Javain Brown takes a push in the back.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because we are the Vancouver Whitecaps and they are Tigres. That's the only reason why.
All right, so
that's the only reason why. It is what it is. I know they don't want to hear them, but it's the truth. That's this psychological deference to biggest team, and we are always there on the bitter end of the wrong decisions. I don't understand why, to be honest. And I told Lucas at the end, I think he reffed very well, but he should have been show much more character. Everyone like to ref great players, but show character against the great player.
Going forward now, a bit of a break before you return to MLS play. How will you approach it? And when are you looking to get the new signings in?
Yeah, we're going to have 3-4 days off now. So Wednesday we're going to start training, and Richie and Sam will be there with us, and we will start even before with them with some individual work. We will have a very hard week, then a couple of days off, and then 4 days leading to San Jose. Hopefully, we have to monitor their condition, especially Richie, because he didn't play after the Gold Cup. Sam was already in preseason, so maybe he's a little advanced, his condition. But we don't want to rush it. If we have to wait another week in order to make them 100% to play, we'll wait another week, because as you could see in these games, we already are a good team.
Yeah.
Vanni, what are you hoping that these two players in particular will bring to your squad moving forward here? What is the ideal scenario for you?
A lot of intensity, the possibility to attack and to defend and to cover the entire flanks, the possibility to be even more flexible, to play back three with them as a wing back, or with one of the two guys as a right back and or left back, so playing back three, back four. So a lot of good I would say thing that is going to help us being a team that is going to be even harder to beat.
Yeah, great.
Well, we're excited to see them on the pitch. Won't be for another few weeks, so enjoy the small break here and back to work. Thanks so much for joining us, Vanni.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Vanni.
Thank you.
That was Vanni Tartini, head coach of the Vancouver Whitecaps. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we will reveal our play of the match. You definitely want to stick around for that.
Get into the rhythm of summer with Tropical Vibes Music Fest this weekend at Maple Ridge Fairgrounds. 2 stages, 120 artists showcasing the best of reggae, Afrobeat, Latin fusion, steel drums, and more. With Saturday night featuring a 10-piece, mostly Marley show band performing the ultimate Marley experience. Tropical Vibes Music Fest, a free event presented by the Maple Ridge Caribbean Festival. Details at caribbeanfest.ca.
When your truck and trailer need repair, who has the time to go to separate mechanical, wheel alignment, and body shops to get it fixed? The better choice? ATI Truck Repair. As an ICBC heavy collision shop, they do it all, including preventative maintenance, wheel alignments, liftgate, roll-up doors, and box repairs for medium to heavy truck and trailers. Contact ATI today, your one-stop fleet maintenance shop, accredited by the Better Business Bureau. ATITruckRepair.ca.
You won't want to miss what's coming up at the Clydesdale Inn Pub. Every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, starting at 8, grab the mic and sing your heart out during Clydesdale's karaoke night. Starting at 3, kick back and enjoy a cold one while listening to live music. And as always, there are free pool tables to play every day of the week. The Clydesdale Inn Pub, Highway 10 at 176 A Street, Cloverdale.
And now Ask Shell, brought to you by Chick Liquid Vinyl.
Folks, I get asked all the time about what to do with old stucco that's in poor condition. Well, I'm talking with Dave Bender from Chick Liquid Vinyl. Dave, I've known you and your dad for over 30 years now, and you guys are the stucco experts. What can you do with stucco that's in bad shape?
Shell, when stucco gets old, it gets weak and can quickly deteriorate. Just painting the stucco isn't good enough, and replacement is very expensive. Our Chick coating was developed specifically to restore the stucco. Chick isn't paint, but a permanent resurfacing of the stucco. We first patch and repair all the damage, then apply our Chick coating right over top. It seals in the cracks and seals out the weather. Chick looks beautiful and makes your old, weak stucco strong.
Folks, to have a Chick inspect your stucco, Call 604-436-6200, 436-6200, or go to liquidvinylsystem.com.
The P&E Prize Home Lottery. The dream of owning a home in the greater Vancouver area is alive with the P&E Prize Home, valued at over $2 million. Plus, win cars, motorcycle, travel trailer, hot tub, plus travel and cash prizes. You can't win if you don't play. Support the P&E with a Prize Home lottery ticket at pneprizehome.ca or call 1-877-WIN-HOME. 19 plus to play. Know your limit. Play within it.
You're listening to the Whitecaps FC Post-Match Show, presented by Play Now Sports on the home of the Caps, AM 730. Once again, here are Asa Raymond and Colin Miller.
So Raposo on the near side. He sends it forward towards Ryan Gault. Can he win the race? He does. Flips it away from his man, Pizarro, and continues forward. Has Brian White inside. Can he pick him out? Sends it in. Headed away, but only as far as Vite. Chested volley. Oh! He's done it. What was that? Vite with a stunner. What? 1-0 Vancouver Whitecaps. It was an incredible goal, really, from Pedro Vite. To answer the question, it was something special. Just outside the 18, chested down, volleyed it. Full volley beautifully into the back corner, the top corner, right corner as he was looking at it. And Guzman did not move.
He had no chance on it. The wee man's playing well, isn't he, Pedro Vite? He's going to be a terrific player moving forward for the Whitecaps. And another string to the bow here. You know, it's a talented, for the most part, young group. There's a lot of talented young lads coming through. You see the difference, Ali Ahmed, not the difference, but the impact that he can have running at defenders, tired defenders, that little change of pace, and we link up with Ryan Raposo down the left-hand side. Yeah, there's a lot to take away, a lot of positives to take away. I'm sure the fans, not just here in the stadium, but some that have contacted me here by phone here that have watched the game on Apple TV and that, they've really enjoyed what they've seen here tonight. Two talented teams of football and a very good game.
Vite goal, the play of the match, presented by Play Now Sports, official sports betting partner of the Vancouver Whitecaps FC. Sign up at playnow.com/Whitecaps, 19 plus to play. Colin, your final thoughts on this match? You've mentioned a few times a solid performance and just unfortunate in the end, but some things that they can take from this experience and apply to the rest of the MLS League play and an important final stretch here if they hope to make the playoffs.
Yeah, in amongst the two very strong home performances, one against Leon